Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
You just zone him off the first few levels. And Yone's the kind of person who stat checks a lot. Where's he going? He's going towards mid lane. Tarzan's going to be there too.
The flash, they got him! They needed to punish him, and they do. Care comes away with the first blood for FPX.
CDC blows his flash, blows his ult. But
the Dragon does end up getting completed with the move up from bot lane of FPX.
And Milky Way, very quick to clear through those as well. Gold card in the top side from ZDZ. ZDZ doing more than fine here. Stun, in fact, traded out by Breathe. Was afraid to let an extra card go through. Of course, Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate's going to be really important into this matchup because what TF into Cannon allows you to do is towards quite weird compositions, which are difficult to play, but they use it all the same. That's going to be a jump over the wall, surely.
Xiaohu, there's a dragon there. He's going to flash the times anyways. It's Milky Way that picks it up. That's really big for FPX.
At the same time, but it's still your own flash and it's still your own life being lost. Lucian is not the same champion when you're not being as lane dominant. CDZ is going to have a visit from Life, Exhaust Pull.
Destiny, try to get on the other side of Breathe. Breathe realizes there's probably more trouble coming his way, and as he sees Life, you'll know the Flame Spitter's coming out. Slicing Maelstrom on the wave there and try to get some damage on the Life, but he knows what is coming for him, and it's a card straight to the back, and ZDZ picks up another one. 3-0 start. The TF
instantly stunned. ZDZ, he knows something's happening. He knows something's happening.
What's in the cards?
How safe is he going to be?
Oh, he's got the CC chain on him. Is he able to use the flash? He does get out of the crash down. Nobody can follow. Oh, the Requiem. Is it enough? And no, not enough, but it's the end up burn that comes through. The Blackfire Torch comes out, and that's big for Tar.
They are punishing them at their own style right now, and it is about the skirmishes. He has his ult again. Dragon's going to be taken. It's going to be easily out from FPX, but where is that next? Pain to get the magic resist shred to then try and kill him with the last.
He still hasn't backed yet.
He hasn't backed yet. I think he's just killed. I think he's just killed himself. I think Tarzan might be able to do it. Do they know he's recalled?
Nah, there's no way. They think he's already gone. Yeah, Xiaohu does take a side lane turn. That's first.
A lot of upfront damage.
First items going to be available for all the people that matter in terms of damage, at least. Support's going to be left out, but Xiaohu jumps on the Life with Crisp going in. Does end up missing the engage there. Milky Way goes in with the Dragon's Descent, and Dragon's gobbling up one. Crisp burnt to a crisp, and Tarzan about to give his life over here. Bullet time canceled, but gets the kill first. Requiem, is it going to be enough? Duckdom, he is not going to go down. Blackfire Torch is not nearly enough damage yet.
Yeah, Tarzan just gets caught out a little bit on the terrain. Dogtown blows both summoners, but gets the kill. 5-1 in kills in the early game, with Cass still staying on the sideline. This is good for FPX. There's going to be a teleport potentially back in. Dogtown no summoners. That's going to be a Breathe cannon going straight towards him.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought maybe he was strutting his stuff away, but Breathe, add insult to injury. It's going to take him a little bit to go. Okay, Dogtown, he's got a little bit of move. He's got teammates. Breathe, no! Dogtown survives. Milky Way with another one.
Breathe doesn't have the damage. He didn't have the ultimate, and the team comes to the rest. That second item, that'll be a big point of power.
And see FPX perform like this after taking two brutal 2-0s has been really, really nice. Milky Way finally getting his hands on the Dragon sticks, and he's doing really well with it so far. Crisp is your tank, by the way. Milky Way, though, he's getting collapsed on now by Weibo. He's in some trouble. They got their Dragon Slayer cosplay on, and he is down. It goes to Breathe as well.
Very, very squishy. When you go towards that Nash's Tooth, you don't have any resist.
Sole point for them as well, and they're bringing everybody here to make sure they get this decision-making power.
Weibo aren't even in position to contend with this. Breathe is in base as a Xiaohu. They are going to put down that Herald. You're going into a 3v5 right now, Chris.
Life is not tanky. There's the bait seal with the bullet time combo. You love to see FPX synergizing so well. It is the charge, though, about the Rift Herald from Weibo in the mid lane. Not going to get the turret here. FPX rebuff them.
To an extent, but that was in a 3v5, and it's a 1-for-1, and then you've now got a full health Breathe and Xiaohu with ults.
Requiem coming down, but it's not even going to be needed in the end, and it's actually Xiaohu comes away with this one and looking for more. Milky Way. Oh, the snipe, the combo from Light and Xiaohu as Weibo are finding their own give in this game. They finally take the lead.
And this is why that one barrage Milky Way just not tanky with this build, and will need to do a lot of damage to justify going towards that Nash's Tooth. The turnaround damage is insane from Weibo. Risky build from Milky Way.
It is indeed. You saw how really strong the Dragon was earlier in this year. The Breathe versus ZDZ, though. Slicing Maelstrom. You don't have any more damage. ZDZ trying to get it. ZDZ with the outplay, but here comes the Requiem. Gives the thumbs up as he goes down. Tarzan picking that one up.
ZDZ dies to his former team in Weibo once more. He's been trying to pull out the big plays, uses the ult to see inside the brush, gets himself the solo kill, but sadly it is never an honorable 1v1.
Try to contest for a soul or not. Maybe you try to get cross-map plays, things like that. But it needs to come at an efficient cost, right? Because you're already on 3 items for Xiaohu. He's got the rapid fire now. Again, we've already highlighted so many times it's not going to be easy to take this fight against Weibo, and they're still picking up gold that's standing on the map.
Yeah, they have themselves the 4 groves, which make it so much easier for them. See that way, but they're not even rushing towards the dragon, rather push out mid lane. I mean, force FPX to show themselves on the map. I think this is intelligent for them. Now there's an inside track towards mid lane inner, waiting to see if anyone's going to wave clear. Dogdam just shows over the wall. Like, can get himself some poke. Bloodthirst means it's less valuable, but what the dragons give you is options, and FPX do get themselves something. I don't know if they're winning this trade, though. Kennan's getting a lot of gold out of this bot lane, both the outer turret, now the inner turret might even just fall in its entirety.
Finally get ZDZ over there to deal with it. Is going to be able to wave clear that one away at least. There is movement from FPX over on this top side, but they just need to find a way to get out of this one as Weibo going to be moving in, get their own vision up here. Dragon has spawned. Weibo may be moving across the mid lane over to that. ZDZ clearing out the side lane for FPX.
I think that, Weibo make the right choice here. It would be very easy just to go to great damage from Light. But like Weibo making the right decision to not immediately go towards the dragon. Get as much out of the map as you can. FPX still on contending it. You can get yourself something more if possible. Milky Way throws out the ult, gets a good poke through with the Shadow Flame Nash's build, which is much higher AP than the build we saw earlier today. You are squishy though, and of course your ult is also your escape if you use that to go into your artillery mode. As you do when you're with this Emax AP Shyvana, you are much less safe. You need to be very, very careful with this. He might have overstayed here, in fact. Very careful here. Chris might be able to engage onto him. It's not very tanky.
Run, Dragon, run! Got the speed up there, at least. Bot lane, though. Culling. They're going to flash for it. Xiaohu, he gets the kill on his EDZ. They've lost all their pressure at side lane. They lose a tier 2 tower down there as well, and that cannot happen for FPX.
Weibo attack the source of the global. The Destiny Gate, not a... FPX are going to have a pretty harsh task now where they're playing against very quickly pushed plays. Here comes Chris right onto Milky Way.
Right there, and Milky Way forced to use the Dragon's Descent defensively. Equalizer comes away, a lot of burn damage. Bullet time coming over. Crisp very low in the end, and there you go. Dogdam finishes him off with the flash. That's going to be a big pickoff by FPX as Weibo no longer have their front line as much.
And you've got Milky Way running out of his dragon form, though. There's a lot of their range going down. Do they have their playmaking opportunities? Well, they have Care with a flash and all.
Life not willing to give any more of his life over. Here comes Care. He gets the combo. There you go. The flash is coming forward. Xiaohu going to get the big trade, though. Back into the Baron pit. FPX are trying to fight out. Milky Way! Milky Way! He's dead to the Baron! Breathe comes around. Dogdam trying to get it back, but a double kill for Breathe. And Weibo make them hurt.
FPX have a good, but Breathe commits to teleport and that flash, and suddenly, from what started with FPX making this series of plays, they can't defend this Baron very easily, and they're going to have to now respond to the Baron start from Weibo.
Weibo are making a mountain out of a molehill. They do end up getting one body down. Care getting a big trade back, but they're right back onto the Baron here, and there is no smite in the vicinity. That'll be a Baron buff and a Baron power play to Weibo.
How did this end? Milky Way has no ult after this point, so that is a lot of fighting potential still down from FPX. Tarzan leads forward with his big combo. I think it's a big moment here too for Xiaohu to somehow get himself that kill through onto life too, just get himself a 1-for-1. But still, at this point it still looks okay for FPX. Care's still alive.
My God.
They end up just getting 2 chunks out, and Breed somehow gets a huge combo back. Dogdam's left alone. The Baron giving a huge assist over to Weibo really helps them keep things even. That Dragon is now spawning. You do have ult for Breathe with no flash. Chris doesn't have his flash, but he has his ultimate as well. Can FPX out team fight their way through to an Ocean Soul?
Breed just made 2 back-to-back hero plays, and he might not be done yet. Crisp on the other side. Requiem has already come through to get that initial damage down. Xiaohu's in the pit now. ZDZ Destiny over on a Crisp.
Ooh.
As they do end up moving FPX out of the front of the pit. They don't have an entrance back in, and it'll be yet another Dragon denied against FPX.
Huge combo from Tarzan and from Light. They get themselves that ultimate. Multiple items, of course, on Tarzan at this point. Not proccing the Dark Harvest. They were too high HP, but still getting good damage all the same. And then Light gets himself that ult across too as well. Suddenly, you have Weibo pushing into the side of the map.
Oh
Xiaohu!
My God! CDZ is just eviscerated. Though Crisp on the other side is going to be burned to a crisp there himself. Xiaohu laying down the damage. And double kill for the man himself, Weibo. They're on the push and they're on the move. This is heartbreaking for FPX as all the momentum has gone to Weibo.
It has, and FPX, how the hell did it end up like this when they had Soul Point and they managed to win the initial part of that trade around the Baron just before this? Weibo there, they are improvisers, they are, and they have managed to make themselves a heck of a composition out of this one. Now Care caught out in a side lane. It looks like ZDZ is dead. He won't be able to respond, and Care is overstayed. Now there are multiple people here from Weibo. This is probably quite a dead Yone.
He's going to try to outplay it as best he can. Slice Maelstrom coming out. He's not going to get very far with it, though, and he does get the knockup, but Light ends up claiming that one. The Baron power play.
Playoffs as well, if they end up winning through today. Very good likelihood that they will be starting beyond that first round of playoffs as well. We'll see exactly what they can do, and they can see themselves locked into fourth with a win here.
You can get some really good consistency from them towards the end, because that's also something to look back at. As Breathe not even going to look back at nothing, because he's going for the kill to ZDZ, and he gets him too. It will give the kill back to Milky Way.
The ultimate comes in from Karthus, and once again, it's not an honorable 1v1. Milky Way at least assists this time against himself. Everyone has huge amounts of items. In this game, it's quite hard. I think that Weibo are also a team which are pretty happy to go towards the hyper late game as well. That's the TF ult pop by ZDZ. They will spot the Baron going down, and they'll trade it for side lane gold instead, because they do not want to face Weibo around that top side of the map.
Yeah, they can't even hope to at this point. There is the true shot, right? Oh my goodness!
Wow. Using the wall to get some vision. That ultimate stops the recalls coming through. If they can use that vision plan, yeah, FPX, they've been stopped from recalling. This is what's happening. They're being herded together. Xiaohu's burst.
Milky Way trying to get away. Everybody's starting to get their backs off. Here comes Breathe. Breathe by himself. He is caught out, though. Here comes Crisp, though, to get the difference. He does get one back. Milky Way has gone Dragon Ascend. Has now Light over there, stepping up. Xiaohu and Light, though, they have an angle. Oh, that was an arcade shift forward. They know what they're coming for, and it's for the heads of the Phoenix. A couple quick ones. True shot barrage coming up at Milky Way. He's got to run his way away. He's in the bush. He's going to try to run out here. Xiaohu, he's got a distance. He's got the dash. He's got the damage. Needs one more, though. Crisp coming on the other side. Dragon is down for FPX. Xiaohu claims that kill, and the Dragon, the real one, was trying to be attempted by Care, and he completely...
In terms of their form, FPX, they have struggled up here in the Ascension group versus a lot of our top teams, and Weibo have shown a better level of form than we've seen from them in the entire year so far. Xiaohu finds himself at 3.6k and he's going back in.
They actually got Xiaohu here. That's big shutdown money going over. Light also goes to a shutdown to ZDC. The man just picked up 1,800 gold in one heck of a play. Although Breathe ends up handling on the other side. It's a triple kill to ZDC, but Breathe, he's going down. No, the Requiem isn't going to be enough. Ducked him. He's healing so much from that Bloodthirster. The defense is there for FPX, but they lose so much.
Right, so we did say...
In this second game, it started off so strong, but you have to be able to finish it. And right now, Care is about to be finished by Weibo as Milky Way uses the Dragon's Descent to try to get some damage onto the wave there. They do lose the inhib turret on bot side. Not going to lose the inhibs just yet, though.
Yeah, given how much of a fist fight this game has been, that finish might be a Mortal Kombat finisher at this point, going towards the X-ray. We'll see which side it goes towards. FPX, I think they're feeling a little bit more on the ropes, though. Down a huge amount of gold into this late game, and I think with the GA on Xiaohu, it's so hard to get rid of that damage instantly on one side. Care has been struggling to have impact on the other. Look at the damage for the Lucian.
He has no hope. The Requiem, it's done. Tarzan gets the first kill, and that might signal the avalanche that we've been building up for Weibo to come to bear. As FPX have been cooled, they've been frozen. Their loss streak is looking like it's about to continue on. And Weibo, in their last series of this Rumble stage, have pulled themselves back from the brink of a terrible early game. And Breathe goes golden. By time, Care's just gone. The no minion wave here, though, does mean that Weibo are a little bit dicey. Only half health left on this Nexus turret. And Weibo, they've done it. Life, he's going down too. One more engage from Weibo, and Crisp against his old team, and in their finishing game, Weibo take a 2-0 over the Phoenix.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say.
Okay.
See you on the next one.